Coach, it is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 8 reads.
In your face.
Shoot.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Come on, set. 30 base.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey, wahoo! Let's go.
On second down, McNair. And he'll find Hall. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
58's the mark. 58's the mark. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun, here's McNair. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
No gain on the play there, second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
That's taken in by Callaway. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On 3rd and 2, McNair. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They give to Johnson going right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Johnson running right. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 36, 36. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Jason McCourty. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
6-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Patriots 6, Bills 0.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Right there, 54, right there.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Crunch. Jim, 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 Jim. Showing up, showing up. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Check 9, check 9.
Pass it.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk. Not what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. It's coming, double up. Hey, watch it, watch it. Back. Watch it.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Here we go. He gave it. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Go. Shoot. Watch twist.
49, check point.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
Check the back.
27-yard line.
Shit.
Pick the edge. Go. Squeeze. SOS.
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down at big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go.
Pilot, 64, reach.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check.
Hey, Haywood.
Check.
Yo, go.
I got him.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, McNair. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Alert, flare.
Now Michelle. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Yeah, baby.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. McNair looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Check.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson, screen play, Johnson. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
I got you. Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Sponge. No. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
A plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He had 3 of those sacks last week en route to being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week 1 right there. How do you block it now?
That's the question you think that they'd be able to answer. After having 3 the week before, you would make all the necessary adjustments in practice, but he's such an imposing force, he knows how to get to the quarterback anyway.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch safety 61. Matchbox lights.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McNair. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Come on, set, 8, read.
15, check my 15. Danny.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check 31, check 31.
Go. Go.
And it's Michel once again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
132 fighter.
I'm going back.
A give to Michel running right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. General West. Cut. 5.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Bravo. But get it.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Hauschka now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check 26, check 26.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
plant.
Mike 50, huh? Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist.
Hey!
Check.
Ready, ready?
On second down, Michel. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to have a third down.
Got it? Hey, orbit.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. You got three down.
Shoot.
Operating from the gun, McNair. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
He's coming.
Gone. Let's go.
Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Kill.
Topper. Hey, Foxtrot. Hit it.
Here's McNair. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd and 9, Jackson, 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Watch out. Shoot! Check. He's checking crash.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively.
At the 39-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 13. Check.
Look at me. Go.
Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
You better be afraid of me. You better be. Go.
From the gun, McNair. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Johnson. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Let's go now. Henry. Right there. 56. Check 3. Shoot. Go. Over. Roy. Chin up.
Here's Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And that's going to tie things at 20. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. A little juke. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check 3. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Under 10. Under 10.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Kill.
Go. You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Jackson now. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now McNair. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, check, lucky.
On the ground, this is Michelle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Ready, ready. 10 over.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch the safety creep.
Ready, ready.
Gonna run the jet sweep, count away with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Ready, set.
Mike, watch 49. Watch the screen. Pass.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 54 yards away. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right. It's everything here in OT. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson dumping it off for Johnson. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
Jackson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
56 to Mike, boy.
Jackson. Buying time to his left. He finds his man Johnson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the timeout comes here. And the time as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights.